So where the hell did I go? 2 days without a show. Well, pretty much YouTube screwed me over again, and it's getting worse, and I don't know why. Essentially, my upload failed 3 times. So something is going wrong on their end, I'm pretty sure. And not really much I could do about that. And then yesterday, I just wanted a day off. There's some things I wanted to get caught up on around the house. So I went ahead and took a night off. Sue me. But we're back now. So hopefully you guys are happy to have me back. I'm glad to be back. It feels a little bit awkward because I haven't recorded in a little while. But we're back. He's thirsty, as he always is. And I got this little thing. I don't know why, but Newton balls are just kind of entertaining. Especially if you get them like going in a really, really fun patterns. If you don't have a set of Newton balls, what are you doing? Like, for real. Everybody needs a set of Newton balls. It's just kinetic energy at its finest. And you know what else is at its finest? The Fat and Happy Show, everybody. Let's get to it. Hello and welcome back, everybody, to the Fat and Happy Show. Come on and take off your pants and have yourself a bowl of cereal. Where today we're having a very nice Thursday. Hopefully everybody is cracking open a fresh milk for the baby because he deserves some fresh moo juice. And you know, I've asked this question around a couple of times and it still perplexes me. Who was the first person ever to think about drinking out of a cow's tit? Because someone stared at an udder and was just like, you know, those baby calves keep on sucking on it. Or if I did. And that, whoever that was, I mean, they were genius, I guess. Seriously, just think about that. For everything in the world, someone had to be first. Well, let's go ahead and get on with the holidays of today, where we got a couple weird ones. Let's go ahead and start off with the most normal one. Is Root Beer Float Day. Absolutely lovely, beautiful holiday that is so not keto. Yeah, you got ice cream, and then you got a root beer. I mean, it's good. It's good. Really good. Miss it. But then it's also National Fresh Breath Day. So I guess go ahead and freshen your breath after you have a couple root beer floats. It's also Hiroshima Day, also known as No Nukes Day. And originally I was like, are we celebrating Hiroshima? Because we better not be, because that'd be like celebrating 9/11. And no, it is just no nukes. Let's not have Hiroshima again, which I agree with, even though Lebanon, we'll get to that here in a bit. And lastly, it's Wiggle Your Toes Day. Why not? Why not Wiggle Your Toes Day? I don't know. We're running out of holidays, apparently. That's going to go and do it for the holidays of today, but we need to get into that bad news of today, which happened yesterday, but we're covering it today because we know more now. In Beirut, Lebanon, I'm hopefully pronouncing that correctly, Beirut, we went ahead and had basically a huge explosion at a factory, I guess? It seemed more like a storage facility, I believe. Essentially, this place was storing ammonium nitrate very poorly. And apparently it had been poorly stored for 5 years. And, well, when a fire broke out in there, it didn't lead to good things. So basically, the whole catch of it all went up in flames in one spontaneous burst. And that burst did damage as far as 15 miles away from what I'm hearing, with window damage. Luckily, though, there's only 135 deaths. I say only just because the explosion was pretty bad. It could have been worse. Up 5,000, though, are injured, and that one does not surprise me. I mean, it was a very serious explosion. If you have not seen the footage, I highly recommend you go ahead and check it out. Not to be like, ooh, look, explosion, but just to see what these people are going to have to clean up, because this is bad. And I know that the Red Cross has already put out there that they need blood donations to go out to Lebanon because a lot of people are bleeding out. So hopefully that death toll doesn't rise anymore, and hopefully they can get this all fixed. But I'm going to go ahead and go into the good news, where the good news, to me, is good news, but maybe to other people is not some good news. But Jake Paul, Do you know who Jake Paul is? If you knew Vine back in the day, of course you know Jake Paul. He's one of the original Viners. That's how he got famous. And that's how he got all these teenage girl fans to be like, oh my god, it's Jake Paul! That and his brother Logan Paul. But we won't worry about Logan, the stupid idiot. We're worrying about Jake today because the FBI ended up raiding his house and ended up getting a lot out of there. There's been a couple different rumors as to what they're searching for, but a lot of what they took out were a lot of weapons. A lot of weapons that he should not have had. Beyond that, though, a lot of this, and I kind of called it, is in correlation to him doing some footage at a California riot. Basically, there was like a whole break-in at a mall, and he was right there when it was happening, and he was kind of walking through it, trying to document things. And, well, if he took part in it, then you kind of got to pay the price, buddy. You don't post that stuff to the internet. If you just want to go there and see what's going on, that's one thing, but you posted it to the internet and you got to reap the repercussions. Always be careful with what you put on the internet. There's also, though, been some word that there could be like some sex scandals going on in the house, that he could be a drug lord and stuff like that. Do I imagine he abuses drugs? 110%. If you have millions of followers, you're pretty much guaranteed to smoke some and do some. That's just kind of the norm. The more popular you are, the more you go to drugs. I don't know why. Maybe you're stressed. But regardless, with him being arrested, quotations, because I couldn't find a confirmation on that or not, hopefully we can get someone else off of the internet that does not belong there. The internet can be a positive place or it can be a negative place. And people like him make this place a very bad place to be. Especially at a young age when you're impressionable. Come on in, young kids. All I'm going to do is teach you how to eat bowls of cereal. That and educate you on how dark the world can be. But now with the news out of the way, let's go ahead and get into that dad joke of the day where, of course, a dad joke is just a simple question. Now for this one, I do need to break out an accent. What did the fisherman say to the magician? Go fish. Pick a cod, any cod. Throw it back. So stupid. Pick a cod, any cod. AKA, if you say it in an accent, then it's like card and cod. Yeah, you got it. Dad jokes don't need explanations. But now into that pet photo of the day, where of course we're still in the Bailey series, where we might have a mallard. I don't want to say mallard, because it's not a mallard. I know it's not a mallard. I just tried to seem smart. I don't know what type of duck it is. But it is a ducky named Flynn Rider. But a very, very cute ducky. Also, flashback to Monday's episode that was posted on Tuesday. Black Spot. Okay. Black Spot was named Black Spot because if she kind of spread her wings out, there's like a random black spot on one of her feathers. And no idea why it's there. But that was the explanation for the name. I figured I should toss that in. But you know what else we're going to toss in? We're going to toss in a 2 cents moment of the day. Now's the part of the show where Kyle gives his 2 cents. In life, you're going to be up against a lot of different problems. And what can you do about these problems? Well, some of them you can solve, but all of them you're going to worry about. And to that I say you shouldn't. To only some things should you give worry to, because imagine a bottle of water. Okay? This bottle of water signifies all the worry you can have in your life. And this bottle signifies a specific problem. Now, the more worry that you put into a problem, the less worry you can put on other things. Because your mind can only focus on so much. So, try and keep in mind that you need to put your worry where it needs to go. You can't sweat over the little things in life. Because if you sweat over the little things, you can't focus entirely on the major things. So pick what you need to worry about and focus on more. Do you worry about the stove being on when it most likely isn't? Or do you worry more about what to take to the neighbor's barbecue? So that way you don't look like an idiot because you brought the potato salad again. Seriously, never, ever take potato salad to a freaking barbecue. The only reason I say that is potato salad is very, very tricky, okay? If you don't get the right one, then no one's going to eat it and you're going to look like the dummy. If anything, just go to your local grocery store, get a pack of cookies, put it in your own Tupperware container, just be like, hey, fresh made these from home. They'll buy it every time. Trust me, they'll buy it 10,000 times over. You can do the same thing with brownies, but don't do it with a cake, okay? If you're going to do it with a cake, I got a decorator that's perfect for you. But regardless, I do want to say sorry for missing 2 days in a row when I said that I was wanting to go ahead and get back into things. Definitely missing 2 days in a row. Like, it just felt bad. I felt guilty and bad. But I really needed just to take yesterday off. So we will be back tomorrow, and then I'm going to be off for another 2 days, and then we'll be back into the norm, hopefully next week. But that is going to do it for this lovely Thursday, you guys. Hopefully we'll have some good news for tomorrow. A good night.